Hello, everybody. Welcome to Freshly Baked Podcast, where we discuss the hottest and freshest topics right here at Revolution Media Academy. And of course, I am your host, G. Marshall. It's me and George Mashele. Either way, we're not going to get into that. And of course, I'm not working alone. I'm with my co-host, Lebohang.
Yes, sir. So guys, I don't understand why George doesn't want us to call him George, but anyway,
Let's not get into that.
It's our co-host, Lebohang Mputi, and we are not alone. We have our panelist here. On my left, I've got Koketso. What up?
Wagwan. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Nah, I'm chilling, man. You look nice.
Hey.
You look prepared.
You look nice.
Thank you.
Hey, you going smooth with the words, eh?
And on my right, I've got Tebang. What up?
Hey.
Mfana wa Kopitori. Ow, buffet.
And of course, not forgetting our host who be sitting on the couch. We got Aaron 13 King in the building. What's up, boy?
13 King, how's it, boy?
I'm good at you, bro.
I like stuff.
Amazing. And on his right, we got Tapelo. How you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm awesome, man.
Hey, amazing. With that being said, let's go to a quick ad break. And after that, we go straight to the topic. Welcome back to Freshly Baked Podcast, where we discuss the hottest and freshest topics. And of course, I am your host. And we're going to be discussing a very sensitive topic. It's absent fathers. Before we dive into that, let's just go to the stats, because we don't want to be saying things we don't know, right? So yeah, let's
You
quickly...
want facts? So guys, we went into it and we got some shocking stats results. It says that Stats SA report has revealed that among the various population groups in the country, the whole of South Africa, black children aged 0 to 17 were the least likely to stay with their biological father at home compared to their peers and other races. And also it says that 31% of black children stayed with their biological fathers compared to 51% of colored children, 81% of Indian and Asian children, and 80% of white children. So 80% of fathers are there for white people, but for black culture, it seems like the people of our color have some problem somewhere there. Anyways, I'm gonna be asking you, Koket, so can you please just tell us your story? Tell us, was your dad there? You know, what was your experience? Do you have an absent dad? You know.
You know what the funny thing is, as our youth, we know the word daddy is something different. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
We don't know what is the actual meaning of it. It's something else.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You so didn't say that.
So to get to my story now, I would say that I grew up without a father. My father was absent, but now the thing is, he became absent since I was 6 years old, at a later stage of my life. So it's a bit difficult when you had your father around. Now all of a sudden everything has changed.
He's just not there.
Yeah. Plus he has his own wife there and his own other kids there as well. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess you're saying that divorce and separation between our parents can be one of the factors that makes our dads not to be around.
I would think so. I would think that's the main reason. That's why we have absent fathers, you know?
Yeah. All right. And Tebang, what is your experience? Was your dad there? Was he not there? What's going on? At all?
Yeah.
At all?
At all.
You don't even have
A
like
picture.
a picture or something.
I cannot say lonjaga like at
Hey.
all. So
Okay.
na cannot say lo for but na cannot time and azange So yeah, so
So who raised you from a young age?
my mom, like you.
Shout out to the
Shout out to the
mothers.
mothers out there. Of course, we have a guest. Not forgetting our guest. Aaron 13, man. We're listening.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell us.
Yeah, just to add, this is one of the most like painful topics, or sad
Yeah,
topics to
that's
talk
true.
about.
100%.
Now I wouldn't say my dad wasn't around, understand?
Mhm.
Yeah, he was there, but then now when time went, divorce happened between the parents, isn't it?
Mhm.
Then now after that, my dad,
Yeah.
hard thing,
You
understand?
stop being there.
Yeah, so now just to cut the long story short, mama. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to the mothers again. Tapelo, tell us, man. We're listening.
Yeah, now my experience ka absent father sekore hane ke na le 5 years ntate wa ko la re sia ka ntlong a tsamaya and then mothana tla la rule yae ene le my grandmother
Mhm.
and then hane ke ya grade 8 ke ke qala ho thoma o tseba ntate wa ka hore ke mang
Yeah.
and then ke la mtshwarela ke re etsa friendship nna le yena.
Yeah, shout out.
Mm.
So basically, I'm gonna ask you, Levo.
Yeah, I was gonna be like,
because,
why are
Because
you
I
not
know
asking
you,
me?
Levo. You're gonna be like, why are you asking me anyway? But anyway, yeah, we're listening, Levo. Tell us,
Yeah.
man.
Well, it's so disheartening to hear everybody's story
Mhm.
because I had a way different experience. My dad was there,
Yeah.
and it only shows that it's a choice to be there for your kids or not.
Yeah.
It shows that you can be a present dad even if you've separated or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
George.
Yeah, second that one, man. My father has always been present all my life. We actually close friends. We're basically homies either way. So yeah, man. So let's just go to a quick outbreak, and after that we'll just quickly dive into the topic. All right, welcome back to Freshly Baked Podcast, and I'm your host, and I'm not alone. I'm with my co-host Lebohang in the building.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And of course, we were discussing about absent fathers, and most of the panelists and also the guests never had their fathers present.
Yeah.
So now I got a question for you guys. How did it affect you that your father was not around? Maybe basically when you were growing up, how did it affect you? Basically,
Okay, let me start now.
yeah.
I think that thing messes with your mental health. You
Mhm.
get what I'm saying? Because you start asking questions to yourself.
Yeah.
If you ask yourself if you're worth it or not,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you know,
that
why
is
would he
true,
leave?
That is true.
Yeah.
and especially the most painful thing is him leaving without you knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
To a
And-
kid, that's very painful. You don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
Where's my
somehow
And
feel
you-
like
you
you're
feel-
to blame for the thing that is
Exactly
happening
my
because you're
point.
not
And-
really
and
sure what's
The
happening.
dispute between parents shouldn't be
Yeah.
part of you. Like, why am I supposed to be blamed for,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess one of the things that kind of affects the whole situation is that parents don't actually come to the kid. Even my dad, I once had a conversation with him. I was like, okay, why didn't you talk to me? It's like at that point, I thought I was doing the right thing, not telling you. I was trying to protect you or whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought that you were a kid, you maybe grow and, just outgrow the pain. But no, it doesn't happen that way. You get what I'm saying?
And
Yeah.
I also feel like black people have this thing of being afraid of expressing emotions.
Open
Yeah,
your
yeah,
mouth.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
literally sitting down, let's talk about it. What's the matter? What is wrong? Can we
Yeah, we shy
settle
away
it?
from
Can
that.
we,
Yeah.
So there's always this thing of shying away. It's like, typical I love you with our
Yes,
people.
that's
It's quite
pretty
a
tough.
challenge to
It's
be.
rare.
Yeah, me and my father, we don't actually say those words. You understand? Because now imagine a guy tells a guy, "Yo, bro, I love
I
you."
love
You know,
I
it's
love
gonna be a weird thing, but it's it's
I
it's a
mean-
beautiful thing. If your father
That's
looks
the
into your eyes and tells
problem.
you that he loves you, man, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Tepa, how has it
And
affected
also,
you?
from what Kokotis said, ne,
Yeah.
from Bogorin, like, the ke ya go tlhoka time mo kereng ke nna lo diputso re nna re nna kereng so nna kereng nna ke tlhoke time na o go bjang
Yeah.
cause nna maybe gore like
Yeah.
on tshwara
Yeah,
nna
yeah,
ke
yeah.
ratiwe o go bjang so
Sure.
like that day ke he ke hola then obviously so
It affects
yeah
you.
too
It
much
affects
because
you.
like pass like kono tlotla ka bo time then nna ke
Yeah.
no ho di mala
Wow.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah
yeah.
you know yeah so that's where ke mo kselang ka ra nna within na time nna ke sa mothoka cause like one so like
It is
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And on one of the research that we did, it's a report by David Brooke. He was saying that fathers don't understand that they contribute to the growth, to the maturity of a child. You know, so if you're not there, how will I have high self-esteem, or how will I know certain things? You know,
Yeah.
because I'll be taught by the streets and by my friends. You know, whereas you could have been there, you could have been my dad.
mara nna for nna that day ke reng ke ntholore nna ke reng ke ntholore ga nna ke le motho ke re a shapo ke nya go dithuta wa ntshwara like ka dilo but getting from nna like nna like dilo jo like getting ke tsa ba ke ditutile tsona ka bonna from getting
A young age.
Yeah.
so from there ke mo exceleng ka bona ro itse mo mo le motho ke reng ka mile wa diputso re nna o itse ke nya go etsa ntho bjana ke nya go etsa ntho bjana so nna from time no yana nna ke mones
It's whatever.
Yeah. Not
Not
forgetting our guests, man. We don't want you guys to feel left out or anything. You know, please let us know how the situation has affected you in a way. Has it affected you mentally, emotionally? In what way exactly?
Yeah. I brother, Mina, I just wanna say, now I was unhappy. Understand, like growing up, Pabo. Like to think about this, bro. I've never had a one-on-one talk with my dad. You know, like Kilomoga, and like a one-on-one talk, like me and my dad speaking.
Yeah.
Understand, like him telling me about life, like encouraging me, what decisions I must take, and all of that. I've never had that, and it's one of the things like I wish to understand. I wish to have that, but then the fact that he's not around, Jabo. And also, I used to be jealous, brother. I can't lie to you. You know, like maybe hearing my friend, I'm like, oh, bro, I spoke to my judge yesterday. We spoke about this, 1, 2, 3. Now I was like, oh.
Yeah, you feel like you could also
understand.
have that.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
understand. So now, I used to get affected like that. Truly speaking, jealousy was, the most one. Truly speaking.
I feel you, bro.
Yeah.
I feel you, bro. Tap it, bro.
Yeah,
Tell us, how has it affected you?
I think this thing affected me in a sense whereby I had a low self-esteem.
Yeah.
I used to play rugby at school,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so ne ke sena di-cogs tsa ho dlala.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my friends they bana le di-cogs, and then ke ba botsa re like, okay, cogs yo rekile kae? Total Sports ka bokae, 500 or 800 rand or 300 rand. So basically my mom una patala school fees and for shelter transportation, so there is no way angatang rekela
She
di-cogs
couldn't cover
because
certain
Yeah.
expenses
yes,
Yeah.
because she was
And
alone.
that thing in Tasha like ntate wa ko kae?
Mm.
Bona
Yeah.
batho bana ntate bana ba etsa ntho tse sharp or like
Yeah.
it was touching.
Do we say finances affect dad being there? Is it a factor of him being there? Like, because I think a lot of men also are affected by that. If you are always being belittled and told that you are useless because you don't have money, so now you disengage yourself from the family and you decide. Do you think it's a factor?
I don't think money alone is the only way that a father could be present in a child's life. Like Reggie said, he never had a conversation with his dad. That alone you can tell how he speaks
Yeah.
that that's what he wants,
True.
just to talk to you.
Yeah.
For you to advise me what to do or what not to do. That's the smallest things that you can do. So basically love. Whatever way you show love to your child, show love to your child. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I hope
yeah.
I answered your question.
True.
Yeah, I also feel like some type of way. Obviously, you're not working. You're not putting some sort of like funds in the house. You might be belittled in a way. Like, who are you to tell us what to do?
Yeah.
You're not even paying the bills. You're not even doing
Yeah.
this. So now some of the fathers might feel like, why am I here if I'm not, actually that important in a way. I don't know, man.
But I think as much as that is important, I think you also have to, as a man, find who you are outside of what can you provide and what can you give your kids, and because your presence is quite important.
Yeah.
Conversations, deep conversations, your advice.
Yeah.
You are a head, you are
Yeah,
a man,
True.
and you are called to be the leader. So as a man, I expect you to not only give the excuse of money, but be there emotionally, be there physically,
And Lebohang, just to add on that, like, I feel like they what is this thing? They become like a bit of ashamed. Understand? Like, for example, papa's not chelet. There's this kind of stigma. A man must provide and all of that. Imagine now you find yourself in that kind of situation whereby you can't provide financially. Understand? Maybe like I feel like they feel like they are less of a man. They feel like what, I'm less of a man. Maybe I can't provide like financially. Understand? But then truly speaking, all we need is love. Yeah.
mara nna jo nna ke dumelane le yona tabe ya gore zaga history motho tlamile ke ga tshabela ikonale e jo hole motho tlamile wa amogela se o na leng sona and work from there wantswa so wena ka dita ba gore nna zaga nna ke feel simon e monna e jo like motho monna like zaga jo ke ntho le reng ya vele tlamile wantswa re enne there mara wena as monna you must
have to be there.
yeah, like
Yeah,
wantswa so
True.
so now wana jo ka dita be ya gore zaga e jo that day ke manyala bila
but then Tsepang, I feel like it's a reality. It's a reality. I mean, there are fathers who want to be there, but because of their finances,
ejo nna a ke nata ba ka tšhelete gore wena e teng already mara tlamile o nne there wa ntshwara because ke nna ke nne lo reng wa ntshwara ke tshwere blood ya hae so tlamile lo reng tlamile ena wa ntshwara
feels
ke
the
ga nne
need
there
to
yeah
be there.
ejo like we nna jo ke motho lo reng ejo nna like ejo wa bona like boots ke bo di ne ke doma ejo nna ke nata ba ka di materialistic ke nyaka wena o nne
As
there
my
for
dad, be
one
there.
so
Yeah.
so yanong ka dita be ore isa ka tlamile da
Yeah, yeah.
tsone le motho e lo reng ya fele nna ke nya go nna da one so
Yeah, I also feel like it's a lame excuse in a way because now if you really love your family, if you really love your son, you're gonna stay, right?
That's true.
And in a way, you're gonna find a way to get a job. There's no way you're gonna stay at home and do nothing, right? So if you
This is
feel like
South
if you want to
Africa.
feel important, get a job, do something.
This
You
is
get
South
what
Africa.
you get a point. So yeah, find a way to actually be there for your kids. If you love your family, you're gonna stay. In spite all the situations.
That's very true.
I don't know.
I
man.
get it, ne? But I'm just saying that it's a factor. It's something that might affect the person's esteem as a dad because maybe I'm not able to do certain things for you and all of that.
Okay, I researched something there. I checked one of the courses, right? So now it says that the country's history of slavery, colonization, apartheid, forced migration, and the migrant labor system took fathers away from their families, disrupted the culture, traditions, and South African families. Do you feel like that's true? Do you feel like the statement is true?
100%.
Definitely.
100%.
Definitely. You see, the stats that I read earlier on, it was saying that about 70% of black fathers, right? So it definitely comes from that history of apartheid and the
Artist.
history
Sorry, Mara. Nah.
Yeah, we're listening.
No, listen.
Yeah, we're no longer living in the apartheid
listen.
system, so
I think no,
maybe
listen.
for the olden days,
Listen.
probably.
Yeah.
Let's talk about work, for example, right?
Okay.
Some fathers, they had to move from like their homes, their family. They had to go to some other province to work, you know, like coming to Gauteng to say I'm going to be working here and stuff. So you're separated from your family. You basically cannot be present because of work. You understand? So
Okay, sorry, nele we aga hu dwa bolela. So like from Joburg to getting Pitori ne ejo ke nam onno nam ejo tamilo re nna ke gizo re shabo bana ba ga ba teng ko ma nna tamile one tshwara like ke tswa from Joburg to one tshwara go bona ejo o bona di de ore
but we have
But I feel like we
we're gonna
can
be
work
getting
through
into
that,
it.
you know, because now let's say the guy stays in KZN, right? So now he moved to Gauteng or Johannesburg just for work. But I feel like the guy could like build something in Gauteng, and then once everything is sorted out, he can bring the family to Gauteng so that the family can be closer to him. I don't know, man. I stand to be
No, like
corrected, man.
George, like,
Yeah.
but just to add, like in first, you can still keep like connection even if you're working somewhere else, familiar with somewhere else. Like you could call.
Yeah, there's no need for you to just
you
disappear
could
and
like
all
you
that.
can still keep like a connection. You know? Like what matters is connection.
what
There's
if you don't have a
calls,
phone?
you can video call, bro. Like there's a lot of things you can do. Understand? Because
Yeah,
of
no, I do
we
understand.
appreciate the smallest things.
So sorry to interrupt you, man. I do understand Tsapang's rage
Yeah.
against his absent father or the whole absent fathers, you know. If a nigga doesn't want to be there, he's not going to be there. That's how he's taking it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he really wants to be with you, he is going to be with you.
He's gonna make plans.
A
to
man
be there.
always has a plan. You
Yeah,
always got to
bro.
make a plan.
Because velo because nalen na ke munno ntshara so jo like ga izor nalen na like one maybe like stoko sa ga ntshara bani ga izor da ke nna tlamilo re
Hey.
yeah like
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
because
You gotta make plans to see her, yeah.
ke munna nalen na ke munna because
And
of
also,
Yeah.
I think even also the people of our age, there's a lot who are having babies and
Hey.
denying and
You know why?
it's just drama.
Because the fathers are not there to teach them. You get what I'm
Yeah.
That
saying?
is true.
The
That
fathers
is
are not there
true.
to direct them.
That is true.
So who's going to teach you? Protect.
And whose authority are you following?
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And obviously, it's probably very uncomfortable for mothers to have that sex talk with their kids,
Yeah.
especially their boy kids.
okay so wena go ke izone ke ka mokho e shebileng wena ne time ha wa teng so wena ke mo tlo nnang le like maybe le ngozi then ke mo wena lo reng sharp nna ke nya go ho tlisa dae baby pain lo reng time ya ka o tlisa yona
I get what you're saying.
yeah
deep,
so
that's deep.
so
I
like,
get what he's saying.
so na like wona ho le motho njaka like re you must take up for your responsibility.
True.
You must clean them up because you are in now is not time then ejo change one child like from
Yeah, I feel also that
Yeah.
because now since you never had your father from your growing age, right? You feel the pain. You know the pain of not having the father. So
Yeah.
obviously when you have a kid, you already know like if I'm not there, the child's gonna experience the same thing that I experienced. So it's time for me to take full responsibility and actually take care of the kid either way.
And I think if you take the decision to listen, guys, there's a possibility if you sleep with somebody, there's a possibility that a baby will be produced. It's not a new thing. So if you, let's say here's a baby and here's a child, and you know you weren't ready, it wasn't something you planned, but the child is here. You know, and a child is a human being. It's forever. The child is there
It's a
forever.
blessing.
And you have to take up the responsibility, as
Yes.
Tsepang has said, that be there. You know, you being absent, you are producing a child who's angry, a child with lowest self-esteem, a child who has rage against other fathers, even innocent people who don't know anything. You know, you affect the person psychologically, how they think and how they respond towards receiving love from a father figure or anything like that.
And one of the beautiful things about kids is that they're not really observant about the things that surround them, but the people that surround them. I don't know if I'm making sense. So in a way that when they grow up, they'll be like, we didn't have much, but my parents loved me. You know, that's the one thing that stands out. You understand?
That's
So you might not have everything, but as long as you're present for your kid, when he grows up, is like, I had the fatherly love, I had the motherly
At
love.
least I
You know,
saw
so
my dad.
he was
Yeah,
there. You
he
understand what I'm
present.
saying? Yeah.
He was present.
True, bro.
Yeah, now I don't think that's always the case. Your bontata ba batla la responsibility ya bona. So sometimes bomme bana lo ba wrong. Ko jotsa ngwana ro like no, your job is not good enough for wena.
Oh, yeah.
Ke batlo bona tsamaya le yena.
Yeah.
So stay away from your father, and then ntutso jela di fihla on tat di am affect le yona because of total re ha sebetse.
True.
And then ona le that thing ya lo bona ngwana hae, and then ha khone thola access ya re ai. So yeah.
And you know, with that, I'm thinking of something. I'm thinking of, what if you are in a relationship with the mother of the child and the mother is abusive? Should the man say, I'm going to be staying because I want my kids to know that I was there, I was supporting? You know, it even mothers or the partner can be the person who affects the presence of the dad.
So wena Thapelo ne ke reng ka hula njaga ke mo reng ke bomme le bona sharp ya ka I develop like we are on char, but wena as like okay Thapelo ne tla ke be bjana ne
Yes.
tla re wena ne ke reng ke mo tlo ban le bana ne then like reng ke mo lo reng wena ke reng e jana ke ya ke reng e jana ke ya for ke reng e jana ke ya same position then ke motho ban stele wa rena nna ngwana ka nna ke nya go ho balwanela ke nya go nna stele ke ra vele ke mo mama bona anya or something like yalo.
Like I think
Can I say something about that? Like, are you speaking about where a parent or a mother is maybe running away with the kids, and you as a father, you have to like fight to make sure that
yes,
you're
very.
fighting for your
Yeah,
kids?
very,
I think that one is very hard. Let me tell you why. There's a program that we usually like to watch, Kumulekaya, right?
Yeah.
And when you see it, the stories there, you realize that back in the days, fathers would take their children and they would run away with them to another province. Me as a mother, I do not know that province. I mean, how will I get there? You know, as much as I wanna fight and I wanna stand to have my kids around, but because the father has run away with the kids, it's now, you know, I go with whatever resources, I try to look for the kid, but at the end of the day, if it's not possible, and what do I do?
Joiti ole mota ne bona never give up mo pelong wantsara like you must keep pushing like but like keep fighting like wantsala.
So can I say, for
Sure,
13 years I've been looking for you. You will believe me. 13 years
Yeah,
later,
very,
if
yeah.
maybe now you are 13
Yeah.
years and let's say your mother told you that I ran away from you and I didn't want you.
Now it is like moto ke wa bona like re now it is jo ka motho mong le reng ke amohela ke ntengoleng matla e ya go tswa mo like wantsara so ya ke mo ke tlo bona ngoro ke ga tema go re wantsara like re ka monna wantsara like re anya go bua so ya mara like ke fo motho le reng
He made an effort to look for you. Yeah.
You know what we want, Lebune. Let's say now, like no matter how the situation is, like between the parents and all of that, like let's say, sharp, I understand. As a dad, like even if the partners they go like separate ways, try to make things work between Banabahau. I understand.
Yeah.
Try to make things work between like Banabahau, like Bamo for Banabahau. Call your kid, like communicate Luanaha. I understand. No matter if like the relationship between the dad and the mother is not longer, you know. Try.
Fight for custody, man. You know.
Understand.
Yeah.
It's all about that.
Yeah, guys, this topic has been super deep and
And I
super
wish we
serious.
had more
Like
time,
everybody,
man.
you know, thank you so much, Kokitsu, for coming, and Tebang being my panelist. It was good. Yeah, you have passion, Tebang.
This guy, yeah, man.
And our
Our guest, Argentin boy.
The king himself.
Thank you for pulling up, boy.
Thank you, boy.
Tapelo.
Hey, my guy.
Thank you for pulling up,
Yeah,
homie.
thank you very much for having me here.
Yeah, man. It was a sensitive topic. We're not saying we're against some of the things, but we're trying to say that, you know,
Be
if
there.
you're a father, be
Be
there for
there.
your kid, you know,
True.
Exactly.
make efforts. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So please make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, share, hit the notification bell to get notified of any exclusive content. With that being said,
Yes, guys, it's Freshly Baked Podcast, and we out.
Danke dir. Hey, das war so.